EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
Go ahead. 120! 180!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, you got 3.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
21. 11.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
180! Black 80!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Mike 20.
And they'll go on the ground. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Clay Matthews in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
11. 180. 180.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
That's it. I get it. Gun. I get it up.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here we go, set. 180. Check, he's sick. Gun. I got you, boy. Set.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And right with it here over the middle. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Here we go.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Set. 180. Right there to 3. You got tight.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Set. 180. Great.
From the gun, here's Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
80. Set. 180. 20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They get it to him running left, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off on the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold now out to kick it away. To return it is Corey Grant. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play there for the Panthers. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Set 180. Hey, boys, you got 4 down. Set.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
On second down, here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
You got set. 180. Hey. Set.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
To throw on second down is Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They go play action here on first down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I got this side. We got three. 12. 6.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
20. 4 down. Set. Like 80. 56. Hey, get right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Come on, Lions. We better than that. That's what I'm talking about.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Great. Set. 180. Hey, check. 3 down. Great. Under 10. 10. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Set.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds.
Set. 180.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gano's kick is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
We got 3. Here we go.
Black 80!
Garoppolo now. Over the middle to Garcon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Black 80!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go. 180! Yes!
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Dontari Poe busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Express! Great. Ready, 780.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Great. Hey. Set, 180.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Gun, gun. Set. 180.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
180. 20.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long.
Do so. 180. There we go. Set.
Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude for scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion and able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
21, 21. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Let's get this ball back.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Niners on third down.
11,
No problems
11.
to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9.
180, 180.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Garoppolo now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch him.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis from 10 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And his kick is right through. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. 780. 4 down. Gun.
48's Mike. 48.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Newton now to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And that's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
180. 3 down. 8.
Check 48's to Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Set. 780.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set 180. 180.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
When DeForest Buckner was at Oregon, for much of his career, the opposite defensive end from him was Eric Armstead. And everyone wondered about these 6'7" guys. Could they get the leverage? Could they get low enough to make plays in the run game? I think the question just got answered with that one. DeForest Buckner knows how to bend and shed blockers and get upfield.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Do some. Hey.
Mike, 48. Bring it.
Gun.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Come on now.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey.
100%. 180.
Hey, get him.
Express. 20.
48. 48's the money.
20.
Now watch run.
Look at it.
They snap it to Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Watch 10.
11. 12.
57's Mike.
21.
Wild Bill.
11.
Shit.
6.
57's the Mike.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
21.
3 down.
Here we go. 180.
Check.
Now Garoppolo. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K'Wan Short in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
3 down.
Like 20. 180.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
13.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. K'Wan Short able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Newton on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Set. 180.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Express. Set. 180.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Newton throwing again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Gun. Set. 180.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the 50, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive.
20. We're going to set. 180. 8.
Mike, 48.
Throwing again is Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Gun.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Set. 180. Hey.
Again, running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
We're gonna set. We got four. We got four down. Four down. Do some. Check 48's the mic. Eight. Let's go.
Here's Newton now on second down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Solomon Thomas busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Come on now.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20. Hey. We got 3. We're going to set. Right at the 8. Great. 31. Set. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey.
Newton now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they'll run it here. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry,